Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Eh, Yeah, I know you see my title. I made a video before this one. Yes, today is still September the 4th, 2025. And I talked about people making videos about why we suffering in the world. And this one particular video stood out on me, and I went and told my wife about it. And we both looked at a female. I'll tell you about the female in just a little bit. But this is the reason why I titled this video, Who Raised You? Do you understand, people, that when our kids speak, and if they've been in your life 24/7, 360 days a year, do you understand that the ignorance that they speak out and the bad behaviors is a product of you? That's the reason why we should check on our children and not let them close the doors while while they still living under your roof. Some of them are still grown and still living with their parents, and they don't want you bother them. They want to have their privacy, and the parents let them, hey, as long as they in there, not causing no problems, they ain't there on the computer. Well, this particular African American guy made a video, and I shake my head, people. I want you to see if you can comprehend this. That look at my videos, and hardly no one look at my videos, and I'm speaking about sound doctrine. And I looked at this guy's views, and this guy had 1,100,000 views, and he got a bunch of subscribers. And he started off speaking good. He said, today is not like back in the day. He said, I'm a 90s baby. I think he said he was in his 30s, something like that. And he said, kids don't get together anymore like my age group. He said, I'm a guy that grew up, I like games, I like Xboxes, and I have the old Atari, whatever games, the old games back in the 90s. And he was saying that the new games, the digital games that they have today, that you can't enjoy them because you have to download them. And he was saying that, it's a shame that we don't get together as family. And I was like, okay, let's see where he's going. And he said that things just ain't the same like they used to be back in the day. We used to have fun and we could, do things. He said, I'm a basketball guy. I played basketball in high school. Me and the guys used to play basketball in the hood, and he used to have a portable basketball goal in front of his home. And he said that I don't know, people. He said, I really believe the reason why we're suffering and why people are so angry today and why people are just, so divided as families today is because of the C-19. Oh, he wasn't finished. And he said, my favorite basketball players is no one could ever be better than Michael Jordan and Kyrie. I forgot the guy's last name. And he said, Kobe Bryant. And I really believe the world has went to its worst. That's what he said. And I had to zoom in on the camera and look at this guy, and I blew it up and said, oh, is this guy trying to be funny? Is this how you get people to click on your video? I mean, people, we don't have time to be joking around, but this guy was serious. He said, when Kobe Bryant died, the world changed. He said, I think a lot of people is angry because what happened to Kobe Bryant. I mean, look what happened, people. He was on a helicopter on his way with his daughter's basketball practice. And I mean, Kobe Bryant was my man, Kobe Bryant was the best basketball player when you talk about Michael Jordan and Kyrie. And I was like, Listen, people. Who raised you? This is what I'm trying to make you people understand when you deviate from the Bible. When mama and daddy running the streets and the clubs and especially when a daddy is absent. I was an absent father, and I had an absent father. And this is the reason why I gave my life to Christ. Because my father never taught me nothing about God. My mother never taught me nothing about God. My mother may have mentioned a few times and took us to these here falsehood churches. And I remember me and my middle brother got a good spanking when we was in church talking about this man. His nose was so big. We was in church just laughing, man. I think I was probably maybe 5. My other brother was 6. And my mother, she gave us a good whooping when we got home. And that's pretty much what I remember when I went to church. Is talking about certain people. We used to laugh at how some people dress. And it was just this one man, we just kept laughing about how big his nose was. His face was more nose than face. And I remember my brother was in church just giggling and laughing. But this is what I'm trying to make you people understand. When God is talking about moral decay, there's no more headship in the world. Parents are not teaching their kids to the way of Christ. And when God says, he that spares the rod to his child, what is the rod? The rod is the Bible. Then you will lose your child. You don't think this guy's lost? I'll let you be the judge. But look how many people he got watching him. Let's move to this one. I know it had to be a video. You probably saw this already because it went viral. This female, African-American female, by the way, this was an African-American. And I'm not trying to be on African-Americans because I've heard some white guys on videos talk about something that you would say, you don't know that you don't know that you stupid. And you just look at people and go, you got all these followers? So this is what God is trying to show us, people, the moral decay. The mind they got seared conscience because the parents, I don't know what the parents are doing, but they're not teaching these kids to be productive. So this one female was ramping on her video, which was a short. She was telling black men, I mean, she was in a rage. She said, the reason why y'all are single is because you don't like the fact that women rules the world and women got power. And as long as I got power, ain't no man. I ain't going to be submissive to God and ain't going to be submissive to no man. Y'all need to understand that we run it. And if you don't like it, then go get your boyfriend and use your hand. And me and my wife saw this video where this girl, she went viral. She's telling the world that she believes that her vajayjay is got power. And so why should she bow down to a man? Why should she submit to a man? Why should she get married? Who raised you? And this is what I'm trying to make you people understand. They stand on what they believe. And my personal opinion, when I talk about the young man, I just have a great curiosity. I wish I could meet the parents. You probably say, it's a waste of time. No. Listen to me, people. I want to know who's raising these monkeys. I want to see them. I want to see what they look like. Listen, people, in my personal opinion on what I read in the Bible, God, everything he made was perfect. Listen, people, this ain't funny. Human beings, God made every human being perfect. So you have to wonder who got together. I have a strong curiosity. I want to know who got together and who raised you. I want to see them. And I would like to see their behaviors today. Like what condition are they in? You people may think that I'm being crucial when I say this, but listen to me, people. Do you understand that how can I put this without being so out there? I don't want to offend anybody. Listen to what I want to tell you people. I want to tell you people something. All right. Before I gave my life to Christ, I knew this guy, an African American guy, that his girlfriend worked at I want to call it a group home, where it was looked like a regular residence. And they would keep special people in there with retardation, Down syndrome, lupus. These people had a whole lot of disabilities. And my homeboy had asked me one time, and we was drinking. He said, "Hey man, you going to the club tonight?" I said, "No man, what's up?" "Hey man, listen, my girlfriend work at this here group home with a bunch of females in there." I said, "Oh, a group home? What's a group home?" "Well, a home health care home. That's what it was called, home health care home." And he told me that he would go over there, and him and some other homeboys, his girl would let his homeboys screw some of these handicapped women. And you know, in the world, there's a lot of incest going on. That's why I want to meet the parents. For a person to have a brain like that, and for people to be out in a rage, and I've seen and I've heard other people talk way off course, and you wonder to yourself, what? You think, what? Are you people looking at videos? Are you seeing on YouTube that YouTube got them on videos where people are subscribing to their channels? And here it is, I'm thinking I'm talking productive and telling you sound doctrine, and people look at my video, go, "I don't want to hear that guy," and clicks on those other videos. But I'm trying to tell you the reason why I'm curious about who raised you, because I know what was going on out in the world, to where these guys was going out there. And I went to the group home one time just to see. I said, "Man, you telling me your homeboy sleeping with these people? Man, you ought to see the bodies on some of them females in there. Some of them got Down syndrome, and some of them retarded." I said, "You'll sleep with a retarded? Come on, man. Man, you get drunk, dog. You ain't going to even think about them." I said, "Look, people, I went over there, and I saw a female Caucasian girl slobbering at the mouth. I mean, you could see her gums. She looked like she had gingivitis. I mean, she was smiling, just sitting there acting. Yeah, my homeboy hit her too before. Look, people, I'm not making this." I said, "Man, y'all gonna go to prison." He said, "Man, if you don't say nothing, man, my girl be hooking them up." I said, So this is what I'm trying to make you understand, people. It ought to make you scratch your head when you hear somebody that raped an 80-year-old woman. This is what's going on in the world today. You want to say, who raised you? Y'all take care, YouTube. Be back with another video.